So today's question is, my boyfriend and I have been having an argument. How can you lose body fat while consuming as many carbs as you need per day and not allowing your body to use fat as an energy source? He's a biology major, so he thinks he's all that. He's also said that he knows eating high carb, low fat will not add any more fat to what's already there, but how is it burned in the process? It makes you seem more like you'll be sustaining your weight instead of losing fat. Could you make a video? Thanks. Good question, because a lot of people say carbs make you fat, but the truth is, so what we got to understand now. Let's say we have I'm gonna get some smoothie, bananas, sugar, breakfast, lunch, dinner, lean all year long, rest of my life, just how it is. Sugary. Look up banana date sugar smoothie on YouTube. Banana date sugar smoothie. That's how I blend my smoothies. That's why they taste a bit different. So we got this theoretical person. Let's say we'll use a 300-pound person. All right, a 300-pound person. So let's have an imaginary person. Let's say 6 foot, 300 pounds. I'm 6 foot, 140. Let's say we've got this person, 300 pounds. How are they going to get to 300 pounds? They need to have animal products in their diet. Why? Because animal products promote the insulin growth factor, which creates the big, enormous humans, like the sumo wrestlers. A sumo wrestler eats rice, but a sumo wrestler who just lives on rice will soon become sucked right down and become a karate expert. If you're a vegan in the sumo camp, they kick you out, because you cannot be sumo wrestler size unless you eat meat and dairy and all that stuff. You need to eat the meat. The meat inspires the blowout. So a 300-pound person must consume animal products. You can't be 300 pounds and vegan. Doesn't fucking happen. You can be vegetarian. Vegetarians eat chicken, fish, meat, eggs and dairy. Vegans eat no animal products. So we have the 300-pound person, we put them on a vegan diet. Let's say it's a junk food vegan diet. Their weight's going to drop down because they don't have the animal hormones anymore that create the extra gain. They don't have the endotoxins from the animal, all the bacteria and stuff that create inflammation. So that person's going to drop down, even on a vegan junk food diet, they're going to drop down from 300 down to 200. If they want to get super lean, super fit, super healthy, then they have to go one step further and go to whole foods, clean, lean, low fat, low protein, low salt vegan diet. If they want to get down and suck it right down, get trim and lean, then they're going to eat clean. That's how it is, without drugs, without fasting and fucking intermittent fasting, all that nonsense. Just eating healthy. You don't need to eat less when you're eating right. Just eat right. So, we have our 300-pound person. They're going to drop down to 140, 150 pounds, regardless of their fucking body type or bone structure or whatever. 6 foot person is going to drop down to 140, 150 pounds, guaranteed. Guaranteed. Now, they can be a fit 140, 150 pounds, or they can be a weak, frail 140, 150. So it depends on the person's lifestyle. You need to do sport if you want to be fit and strong and have energy. That's just how it is. So will this person need to starve themselves? No fucking way. Ever. People have this in their mentality that if you're 300 pounds, you got that way eating steamed rice and bananas. But it's fucking so absurd, because how many people do we know who are 300 pounds? I know heaps of 300 pounders. And how many of them will eat steamed rice or bananas for dinner? None of them. None of them. And that's why they're fucking 300 pounds. But then you'll get someone saying, well, I'm 20 pounds over my ideal weight. How come it's not working? So, well, someone's still a noob or whatever. You know, people, like, they go to the gym and expect to lift as heavy weights as everyone else has been training for 10 years. Doesn't fucking happen. So people have to have the patience on the path to get the results. You can't build an organic fruit farm like that because you're dedicated. I've got dedication. I want it now. Where's the mangoes? Where's the bananas? Where's the pineapples? It takes time. Doesn't matter how much money you got or how much focus and dedication you got. It's gonna take time, on the right path, in the right soil, in the right environment, in the right climate, with the right people, the right water. Does that make sense? You have an organic farm here. Your body is like an organic fruit orchard. You need to nurture it, mold it, and do it. People are getting seeds and they're wrapping the seeds in concrete and think it's going to grow. They're trying to achieve their weight loss and health goals by limiting their calories or limiting their carbs. They're trying to get fitter on less food. People say, Harley, it's simple. Just eat less and move more. It's like, that's like telling your car, drive more with less fuel. It doesn't fucking happen. You can't do more on less carbohydrates. It doesn't work that way. It's like telling the kid in the desert who's run out of water on the National Geographic program, walk faster. You got less food and water, walk faster. And when your kidneys blow out and when you're in ketosis and you're tripping over, walk faster. The body doesn't work that way. We need the carbohydrates. The person who's a biology major, this guy's a biology major. What the fuck are they teaching people today? Biology major says that you need to starve yourself to drop your body fat. That you can't consume carbohydrates because if you consume carbohydrates, your body won't use fat as an energy source. Biology major says that for the body to use fat, you have to cut your carbohydrates out. So you eat fat to lose fat. It's like, it's like using fire to put fire out. No, you need water. To burn fat, you need carbohydrates. Fat burns in the flame of carbohydrates. That's why I'm so lean all the time. Because I'm eating so many carbohydrates and so little fat and so little protein and so little salt. There's no, what the fuck are people learning? That's why I don't study nutrition. Because if I was studying nutrition at university, I'd constantly have my hand up and the lecturer would go, Harley, and I'd be like, that's fucking bullshit. And I'd put my hand up again. And then the lecturer would go, Harley, and I'm like, that's also fucking bullshit. And I put my hand up again. The lecturer would go, Harley, and I'm like, well, what the fuck are you teaching? Why are you fucking fat? You're teaching nutrition. So it doesn't make people bad people because they're overweight. I'm not having fun anymore. I'm just saying that there's so much confusion out there. But hey, if you want to get fat, you need to have animal products. If you want to get fucking huge, if you want to have a sumo wrestler physique, you need to have meat and dairy and eggs and fish and a high protein diet. You need to spike the fuck out of your insulin levels. That's why bodybuilders inject insulin. Non-diabetic bodybuilders will inject insulin. Why? Because insulin is one of the most anabolic hormones, steroids around. So if you want to have big legs and a big thighs and a big ass and a big gut, get your insulin levels fucking jacked and keep them up there. High fat, high protein will do that. Animal protein is the best way. That just fucking jacks that IGF-1 insulin growth factor through the fucking roof. And that's big. That's why you can pick out people and I can tell them what they're eating or what sort of diets they eat. 100%. 100%. So does that make sense? So 300-pound person, they're going to get off the animal products, they're going to drop all the endotoxin inflammation, they're going to get a low salt, they're going to drop all that salt retention off, they're going to get on the vegan program, so the insulin level is going to drop down, they're going to drop down all the excess mass that's going to slough off their body. They don't have to restrict their calories, they don't have to restrict their carbs, ever. To do so means you're going to be binging on the shit that got you fucking fat, sick, and dumb in the first place. Well, that guy, fat, sick, nearly dead, the guy who made the documentary, he's almost fat, sick, nearly dead again because he tried to do a juice fast to lose all the weight, but that's like using a credit card to get yourself out of fucking debt. Totally insane. So bottom line, you never have to limit your carbs because the high carb, low fat, low protein, low sodium vegan lifestyle will naturally, it'll reset all your hormones over time, it'll just rebalance everything and you'll be like a fucking, look like the HIV victim bureau rider, get sucked down, look like the smack addict Freely, you'll get sucked in.
Hey, watch out.
You'll just get sucked right in, man. That's just how it is. Get sucked up. High carb, low fat, low protein, low sodium for the win. If you're sprinkling a lot of fucking salt on your food and you're sitting on your ass thinking you're going to get slim, you'll get slim, but you'll be puffy from all the salt retention. If you're eating a lot of salt, you better be pushing that shit out. via running or cycling or something like that. So that's the bottom line. Carbs for the win. Tell people go to China, go to Thailand, go to Kenya, go to the rural areas where people have got enough calories, they're eating a traditional high carb, low fat, low protein, predominantly plant-based diet, very low salt, very slim people. 100%. I've been there on my bicycle, I can tell you firsthand. Does that answer the question? Hopefully it does. Carbs to the win. If in doubt, high carb, low fat, low protein, low sodium, vegan, fruit's your friend, 30 fucking bananas a day.